Welcome to the Channel Islands PC Users Group. Today we're going to talk about one of the pet peeves of many people, and that is photographs they've taken. I have my chip out of my camera, and I've just taken a number of photographs, hundreds and hundreds, but they all have great, interestingly descriptive titles like Image 2450 and Image 2412. Oh, that was a good one. Image 2439. Oh, what memories. Image 2563. That's not really helpful for most people. So the easy way to do things is to batch rename them. Instead of renaming each one individually, let's take a group. I happen to know that in May, my wife and I went on a trip to Paso Robles, California. So I'm going to copy all those. I held the Shift key down, arrowed up, to my pictures folder, my pictures, and I already created a folder called Paso Robles. So here I am copying the original photos from my camera into, here they are, into that subdirectory. Now in this folder, you see them, this little red icon that indicates Irfanview, which is my favorite image editor. I double click on the first one and it pulls up a picture. If I do File, Batch Conversion Rename, I now see all of the pictures with their names, a little thumbnail of them here. I happen to know the ones I want are the ones for on Monday, and that would be starting here. I hold the Shift key down again. I arrow down. I'm going to add these. For some reason, you have to sort them one more time, so now they're in numerical order. Now, what I want to do is I want to rename them. Instead of image, I want to rename them Harmony. These happen to all take place, all these pictures were taken in Harmony, California, at Harmony Cellars, a wonderful winery that my wife and I happen to be members of. Now we have the name Harmony, and I'm going to have a number, probably 01 through 014, since I have 14 of them. I click on Start. Now, here's the tricky part. I want to rename my originals. There we go. Start Batch. You may want to not rename your originals. You may want to keep your originals in a separate folder, but for me, that's great. Now, have you ever had the problem that you've got an email from somebody and it happened to have an eyebrow, and all it was just an eyebrow of a baby, a newborn baby, and that's because you had to scroll left and right, up and down to see the whole picture, because they sent you the original, which was so huge. That's a problem. If I want to email these photos, what I want to do is batch, again, convert, rename. I'm going to convert this time. So here's my Harmony pictures. I'm going to go same thing. I'm going to highlight my Harmony pictures. Not all of them, just my Harmony pictures. There we go. Add. Now I got to sort again. I'm not sure why it does that. Now what we want to do is advanced. What I really want to do is I want to resize them. So I want the long side to 640. I'm going to go 640 by 480. That's a good email size. They're never going to print them on a poster. All they want to do is see them in their email browser, in their whatever client they're using for their email. So this should be enough for emails. I'm going to say OK. But now I want to put them in a different place. I don't want to overwrite the originals. I created a new subfolder called Small. So I'm going to make a copy of my original photos in my directory called Small. And now I go Start Batch. Boom. Now they're done. Now let me show you the difference in size by closing all of these, going to make sure I can show you the size. My originals of these were not that big, about 1 megabyte or less. But if I go to small, the same ones are much smaller. Look at the size of those. If I pull one up, it's only 640 by 427. So now I have renamed them so they actually make sense. Instead of image something something, these are all from Harmony Cellars. It could be John's birthday. It could be any subject where the pictures had something in common. And the small ones are now small thumbnail or smaller that I can email versions of the same pictures. And that is using Irfanview to do a big job for all camera people, how to batch, resize, and rename. This is Michael Shalkey with the Channel Islands PC Users Group that meets in Camarillo, California. Thank you very much.